the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Raiders and the Rams, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you, and I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win, and I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
From SoFi Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Quarterback Matthew Stafford bringing out the LA offense. And Stafford, of course, all those years in Detroit, and now in his first season with Los Angeles.
And what big news it was back in January when news leaked out that Matthew Stafford was leaving Detroit and heading out west to join the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are hoping he's the missing piece to the puzzle as they seek a Super Bowl title. Over 45,000 yards passing as a Lion, but not a single playoff victory in his entire tenure. The Rams general manager has said he can envision Stafford staying 5 to 8 years, which would take him into his 40s.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Oh, the return is Renfro.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There's a nice move. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
You're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. That's Corey Littleton who made the tackle. Of course, he used to be with these L.A. Rams.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A big play there for the Raiders. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd down and goal. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Renfrow to return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
He starts by handing this off to Drake.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football?
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far.
This time it's 3rd and 3.
To throw his Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Behind the chain, second and 13. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 17, Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And running with power here. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee from 17 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's the backup, Mariota. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 3rd down, Mariota.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
With it is Jackson. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Stafford. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. In the second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sag. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 50. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Tyree Gillespie, the one to get him down. 4th-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go, but I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, play on all 4 phases of it, and have a chance to work his way into the lineup. I think a year or 2 down the road, they could have a solid starter.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
On 3rd down, Funk. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They go play action. Mariota. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now Wolford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Wolford on third down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Thorle, that got in there to bring him down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Powell on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On first down, Drake. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down, here's Wolford. They'll set up the screen to Funk. A solid stiff arm. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Wolford now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On 2nd and 10, Wolford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He uncorks it for Snead, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Wolford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now, the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Long. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not only...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wolford. Pass caught. It's been Skoranek. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jalen Richard, 40 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
Touchdown, Rams.
Jacob Harris
from 17 yards out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This goes out wide for Drake.
And he'll be shy of the 20 at the 18. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. To throw is Mariota. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Terrell Lewis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Funk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They find some open field here. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 3rd and 5. Play action now, Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He uncorks it for Snead. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
He's going deep for Brown, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. This is going to be caught. It's John Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, How about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
A first down throw for Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines, visible.
After review the play, moving on the field, stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Funk, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Out of the gun, here's Wolford. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Bye.